What's up? This is your boy Spready Roosevelt.
And your boy, the Ugly Homie.
This is the Baja Bottom Boys, your afternoon edition. On our drive home from work, we figured we'd just do a podcast. It's like, if someone should have the idea to do this on like some sort of like FM or AM band and put on the radio.
And just have it broadcast all over the state.
I know, it'd be insane. How's your day been?
It was alright.
Enjoy slinging those packages?
My sling package all over the place.
Hell yeah. So, how's your weekend been though?
It was a weekend, you know. Nothing too eventful. How was yours?
It was good. Cut my hair.
Oh yeah, that's right, you're bald as fuck now.
Yeah, it's grown back some though.
Yeah, except for the part where it's not growing at all.
But anyways, how did you enjoy the games this week?
I mean, other than the Bucs shit in the bed, it was actually a pretty good week of football.
Yeah, it was alright. You had the Ravens and the Titans in the fucking London game.
Yeah, that was kind of a dumpster fire.
Those London games are always slow to start.
Yeah,
and then it's literally like they're jet lagged for a quarter and for like about this till the second half.
Yeah.
And then like someone hits them with like whatever fucking magic shot they gave Travis Kelce in the Broncos game.
Oh yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
What was it? They won 19-8 on Thursday.
But it was like he's not going out because Taylor's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a good game. It was a Ravens-Titans game. It's what you expect.
Surprisingly okay results for the Titans. I mean, Derrick Henry might. I'm wondering if he's going to get traded this year or not. So
this would be the last year to trade him.
Yeah, he's a free agent after the season, right?
But it's Tractor Cito season.
Tractor Cito season.
Your Bucks, like you said, shit the bed. Baker Mayfield is who I thought he was. The reason why we call him Baker Midfield.
The Lions might be legit. They might not. Who knows?
I'm beginning to get. As a Packer fan, coming in peace, I'm beginning to legit become scared that they are.
As long as your boy Jordan Love shows up next season.
We got a young team. You gotta give it time. Some people would say I'm coping, but you know, hey, it's not a. Rome wasn't built in a day.
What is it? The Commanders are surprisingly a 3-win team.
Yeah, but who have they beaten for their wins?
That's a good
Falcons.
Yeah, they just beat the Falcons.
You have to look back. I don't think they've beaten anyone.
No, they lost to Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Or was that
No, they lost to Chicago. They lost to Philadelphia in the heartbreaking fashion.
Yeah, they put up a good game against Philly. I mean, you could say division rivals, but I mean, no one expected.
They're about as average as. They're a nice average team. They'll give you hope. The whole having the 7th seed will. Having the 7th seed gives a lot of teams hope. Because if you get hot at the end of a season, even if you feel like your team's ass, just if you get hot in like that 3 to 4 week period and be 9-8 or 10-7, it's just make the tournament. The Packers, when they won in 2011, were the last seed, and the Giants, I believe, once in 08 they were the last seed. The other time they were the 5th seed. It's just about getting hot.
Yeah.
It's almost a curse to actually be good at the end, because then you'll take your foot off the gas. It's just about being good enough to like be frisky till the end and then just go on a run.
Yeah. Who was it? They beat the Cardinals week 1.
Yeah.
Broncos week 2.
Okay, they've beaten booty teams.
Yeah.
They're the best of the ass. They're like perfectly mid. They're right at. They can beat the teams you'd think. They can beat teams they should beat, but they can't. They did get close with the Eagles, but they're not going to beat teams. Although they didn't beat the Bears, they're just a
team they should have beat.
They're a confusing bunch.
Yeah.
They're at that point where they lose games. They'll win games they should, but then they'll lose that 1 or 2 that they shouldn't. What's the next game you had?
Seahawks Bengals, which was kind of a snooze fest.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Seahawks still almost won.
Saints Texans. Texans are actually looking like a pretty decently put together team.
They're not as bad as advertised.
Yeah. CJ Stroud, I mean, what was it? 191 consecutive passes without an interception.
That's what I'm saying.
Before he threw his first one.
You gotta let a young quarterback rip.
And
Fuck this whole Justin Fields. We're gonna throw think he's at Ohio State, even though he's not.
Bubble screens and QB draws.
Yeah, like what are you gonna get? All you're gonna get is fucking lit up.
Yeah, considering they don't even have an O-line.
And what's next?
First upset of the week, Browns-Niners. Browns beat the Niners without Nick Chubb, without the rapist.
Yeah, game set football back like 60 years.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, people say that, but you realize it's just the Browns are a really good defense.
Yeah. You know what they say, any given Sunday, any team can...
Yeah, but the Browns are legitimately good on defense. But
Myles Garrett is fucking me for quarterbacks, dude.
The Browns, if Deshaun Watson can ever become even a top 10 QB again, will be scary. With Deshaun able to like do more than just like stick a finger in another person's ass, type of scary.
Yeah, wrong kind of scary.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they need more receivers too. They got Amari Cooper, but after him, who else do they have?
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
I mean, yeah, but if you have to question whether or not they have,
But you figure Deshaun likes some DP job. All right, what's next?
Colts Jaguars. The Colts season is over.
Yeah, IR 15 is out for the rest of the year. Shoulder.
Your rookie season.
There's another problematic name I have for him that I won't say.
What, AR-15?
No, it involves with head injuries. We won't repeat it.
Oh, okay. And then that one wasn't surprising. I honestly thought the Jaguars were going to be so I don't see Gardner.
Is Trevor Lawrence good? Because I keep looking at his stats and it's like I don't know. It's like we give Kirk Cousins shit for being a compiler, but then this guy, what is this, his third year?
Yeah, this is year 3.
He's winning, but it's like I'll see it's like 190 and 2 touchdowns. It'll be 200. He looks flashier than his play is.
What he is I don't want to say game manager.
I'll say that.
But he is a game manager.
Yeah, because I keep hearing he's like elite, but then I'm like, he's like a pretty Eli Manning.
I'd fuck him.
Yeah.
From the back.
T-Law.
He's
Raw is the law with T-Law.
Raw is the law with T-Law. That was funny. Okay, what is it? He's the kind of quarterback, though, that if you see him have 40 plus pass attempts in a game, it's probably not going to be a winner.
No. That's an issue. What's next?
Panthers Dolphins. Surprisingly, the Dolphins were down 14-0 to start that game. But then they won 42-21. Big surprise. Fucking Carolina's still trash.
That team is just bad. It's literally this is why you can't just draft a quarterback and have nothing around it. It's like you might as well just say you're going to be drafting another quarterback in 4 years. They don't have their pick anymore, so it's not like if there has, but now it's just Chicago's going to get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
They've given Chicago essentially the 2 top picks in the draft.
Are there any other winless teams?
I think it's just...
No, it's just Carolina.
Yeah, it's just... And also the Patriots are garbage.
Yeah, the Patriots are hot garbage.
Mac Jones. I mean, the motherfucker's name's McCorkle. Like, what are we expecting out of a guy named McCorkle besides, like, the fucking shinier shoes couple? That's who I see. It's just like a shoe shiner. Or he's like John Jay singing, I've been working on the railroad.
But then, who is it? The Raiders. They lost to the Raiders.
cover the spread are just now fucked.
I'm looking at the stats for this game. Nothing impressive.
No, what was Brian Hoyer's stats?
Brian Hoyer
It was
had 10 attempts,
yeah.
6 completions, for 102 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0.
Hey, I Patriots fans would kill for that right now.
I'm just trying to figure out how.
It was not a good game.
No, but I'm looking at.
It was a field. I believe they started kicking a lot of field goal. Yeah, they kicked like 4 field goals.
Yeah, Daniel Carlson kicked 4 field
Yeah,
goals.
and I dropped him in fantasy because of one more.
Well, who was it? I had Matt Gay sitting on my bench in fantasy, and he put up like 12 points.
He scored all of them points.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how they scored 21 fucking points.
It was 4 field goals and a
A touchdown. And
The Phillies-Eagles game. Nathaniel Hackett almost got his wet fucking dream of. Wait, they did win, right?
No, they lost.
The Phillies and Jets? Okay, never
The
mind.
Jets won, yeah.
Never mind. If it would have just been all field goals, Nathaniel Hackett would have got his wet dream of just kicking field goals all day. Why were the Eagles that bad?
Jalen Hurts threw 3 picks.
But also, I think we've overlooked the Jets defense. 'Cause it's like,
Well, Sauce Gardner didn't even play.
yeah, but that D line is good.
No, I know, but here's the thing. Like what I said about Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Game managing quarterback. If he has to throw more than 40 passes, it's probably not going to be a win.
No.
Jalen Hurts, same way. He threw 45 passes.
Yeah, but you want your quarterback to get you at least. Like, come on, get to the fucking goal line and let us hand the ball off.
Or tush push.
Yeah, it's like field goals is kind of. Did they have a touchdown at the end? Oh yeah, that's right. Breece Hall scored.
Yeah.
Almost left
After a pick.
Almost left too much time.
Yeah.
But
Well, the Eagles let him walk in.
That's true, but they choked again.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts had a rushing touchdown and he had a passing touchdown, but he threw 3 interceptions.
There was also something that I've heard Brian Baldinger say that if the Falcons picked up Tom Brady right now, they'd be a Super Bowl contender. What are your thoughts? So the people putting out shouldn't like get to the guy in his Columbia shirt, his
Skull dip.
shouldn't he shouldn't pack a dip and get excited. Maybe
I'm pretty sure Tom Brady's not going to come out of retirement anytime soon.
shouldn't be a little happy when he's slipping on his hey dudes, taking his kids to school. But yeah, they shouldn't be excited, should they?
No.
Well, I mean, they got a good team. It's just they shouldn't think that Brady's coming out to save them. That would be actually like the nicest fucking thing Brady could do.
What? Is there rumors that he's going to come to Atlanta, or is that just
It was just hopeful thinking, but because Desmond Ritter is that bad. But it would actually be like the ultimate like. It would be like the ultimate like 360 for Falcons fan. They needed Brady to overcome the bullshit that happened to him.
Why don't they just sign Kaepernick? He's still available.
Oh, look, another accident on the road. But yeah, they should. What's the next game?
The next game was Arizona and Los Angeles.
What's the final score of that game? I believe the Rams won.
Yeah, 26-9.
Not surprising.
Snooze fest.
Snooze fest. Arizona is literally a bipolar team.
Puka Nacua didn't show up.
Wasn't? Yeah, Pikachu lost all the electricity that game. Yeah,
Josh Dobbs is just.
He's not. It's just that whole Arizona team's not. It's like a fun team, but you don't know who's going to show up.
Well, I think James Conner was hurt.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, they can Marquise Brown.
They simultaneously can beat the Cowboys and then lose every other game. They like playing spoiler.
Yeah.
They're going to play ass against every other team, but they're going to like knock off the fucking Eagles at some point. Have they played the Eagles? No.
No, I don't think they played the Eagles this year.
Yeah, they'll knock off like San Fran or someone that they shouldn't, but they will.
They'll find a way.
What's next after that?
And then after that was the Sunday night football game.
That was horrible to watch. It wasn't even bad play, just people kept getting injured.
That was probably.
We can tie the Cowboys and Chargers into that without reviewing that separately, because that game was awful till the fucking end. When literally they played like shit. all four teams in their respective games until the end came, and then it was just garbage. It was just garbage up until they realized, oh, let's try to win this game. Josh Allen, I can't understand him.
He's an enigma.
It's like he's like a tall Brett Favre, but he doesn't. But modern defenses are like too good for him to just throw dimes down the field against slow defenders. You really can't do that anymore. And he's just like forcing it to Diggs.
I mean, I guess that works out for you though. You have big fantasy. You just gotta pray that the connection works.
Yeah, but you can.
I mean, they have Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox, and then Devin Singletary's in Houston now.
For them to have to be these low-scoring shit shows to the Giants, but they did win.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't a good win.
That should have been a blowout win. Like the way they beat up on Washington is the way they should have beat up on New York, on the Giants.
Cowboys and Chargers. It was like a Super Bowl of like which team will. It's like the Super Bowl of like which team will break your heart the most. Like the only way that each of these teams will win a Super Bowl is if somehow they played each other in the fucking Super Bowl. Because it's like it would truly be, thank God that Super Bowls can't end in ties.
Yeah.
It's like it would. All the America would be defaulted to root for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Because it would be
I feel
objectively funnier for. It's always funny to see Dallas lose in horrendous fashion. It's one of my. What I love about Stephen A. Smith is you can set your clock to it. Late December, somewhere in mid-January, Dallas is going to break that fan base's heart. Well, then it's Lakers season, so we're fine. But that was this week's games. How'd your Gators do?
Come back win against South Carolina.
Oh, nice. Almost got cocked.
Yeah.
Wisconsin? We're building something.
No, I thought they were on a bye week.
No, they played Iowa. Might as well have been a bye week.
Yeah.
It was 15 to like 6. It was a
Oh man, Jesus.
Hey, it's called Big Ten football. If you don't like it, you're uncultured. Iowa just plays really lights out defense.
Yeah.
And it's very fucking boring, but you know, real football fans love it. Just Big Ten football.
There's nothing to look forward to on Iowa is watching the tight ends.
And I might be delusional, but technically we're still in the hunt.
You have two losses.
Yeah, but Wazoo was a good loss. If we're going by Bama logic, and Iowa's going to be top 20, so maybe there's chaos at the end. Maybe all the teams get hit by buses. Who knows? Did you enjoy Taylor Swift, though, this week again?
Oh my fucking
We're
god.
on week 4 of our girl, Tay Tay.
She's not our girl.
She's America's sweetheart. They're America's sweethearts.
They're America's it couple.
How do you feel that they were on Saturday Night Live, too?
Yeah, I could have lived without that. I didn't even watch it.
I think they're for real because now Travis is making fun of it in skits, and all Taylor did was introduce
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice.
Her bestie.
Yeah, he put the Munchkin in the Dunkin. What are the odds that Ben Affleck tried to fuck Ice Spice after the Dunkin' commercial?
20 to 1.
Because you know, Jennifer Lopez is from the Bronx, right?
Yeah.
You're from the Bronx. I fucked a girl from the Bronx a while back. You know,
Well, I think they're married now.
They are.
J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
They are.
Last I knew, they got married.
I hadn't kept up on that beat. My fault. But you know, just kind of getting older, so why don't I? You know, it can be fun. But anyways, why don't you like Taylor Swift, bro? She's just.
Yeah, they got married in 2022. They've been married for a year.
Why don't you like Taylor, man? She's letting the Swifties like football. Your little daughters will like football. Taylor Swift had to walk, so.
My daughters already like football.
Yeah, but they'll like it more. Like, what what singer do they like now? Who's their favorite singer for kindergarten?
Jalen does love Taylor Swift.
She does?
Yeah.
See? Does she know Taylor's at the game?
No.
You should show her, and then she'll like football with Daddy.
No, because then she'll be a Chiefs fan.
Well,
I want her to be a bandwagon fan.
that's what all Bucks fans are.
No, I've been on the Bucks team wagon since I was.
Yeah, but you just don't want her to be like, well, Daddy, this team loses all the time. Why do you root for me?
I did say that. I was like, damn, why do they lose all the
that they're going to draw. This is going to be completely drawn out for at least another 2 years. Taylor's having twins.
Yeah.
Because you can do, whether it be natural or she has to do the prenatal shit.
The in vitro.
Like the shit where the octo moms pretend that having 8 kids at once is fucking natural. But she's going to have twins.
Well, that's because she promised her firstborn baby to the fucking devil.
She did?
That just, it's gotta be the truth.
Okay.
And that's why she's gonna be born. She's gonna get twins.
Confirmed source, this podcast.
Yeah.
Justin Tapp.
Mid 2024, I'm telling
If
you.
you're a Swiftie, if you're like the one Swiftie listening, although we did get 513 views, I think it's up to like 533 on that short about her. So as much as you see, I remember I showed it to you and you hated it because it's like the one thing you hate got us like the most views ever. It actually beat just us talking about the NFL by about 30 or something views, and it got us 3 more subscribers on YouTube. So it is truly it is true. We're truly making a deal with the devil, aka Taylor Swift. This is truly a black hole within a black hole theory. But yeah, she's gonna have twins and it's gonna be beautiful. They'll probably.
People love to hate.
What do you think they would be, boys or girls, if they had the option?
One of each.
I like that.
It's the only thing that makes logistical sense.
So you're saying one's gonna be one's cheer captain?
And the other's on the bleachers.
Yeah. Wherever that song goes. But I wanted to get into my one theory. What are your thoughts? Because they keep saying like, oh, why should we pay teachers? Because they don't generate any, there's nothing a way to monetize what they do. All they do is cultivate young minds, and fuck them. But what if we did ad reads in the class?
Like each pop quiz is brought to you by like HelloFresh.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm sure there's a market there somewhere.
Well, what if it was like, your dad kind of gets pissed at you when you can't get this homework right. Why not? How about Zen? Here's a $5 coupon. Go get some Zen right now. That's promo code Miss K. MRS.K, because I'm married. MRS.K, Mrs. K. And then just everywhere you go down the hallway, it can literally be the internet come to life. It's like glorified panhandling.
Like that movie. Did you ever see Wreck-It Ralph? Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I've seen bits of it.
I was gonna say I never saw it, but I saw a clip where he's basically just walking through all the spam ads of the internet.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it would be like walking in the class.
Well, I didn't get this. Well, this is kind of the idea of the Dave Chappelle skit where he was walking through like a place where it was just the internet, but in real life, and he kept getting like porn ads, and he kept getting dick pill ads like make a dick this fat. But I'm saying, why can't we apply that to schools?
Brazzers is free on the gym, on the fucking, as a gym banner instead of the state championships because their school sucks.
I mean, we already sell them. I mean, you don't have to do sodas. You already sell them sodas and Gatorade.
Yeah.
Why can't we sell them tangible things like a subscription to anything? Do they not know that they can listen to music for free on Amazon Music?
The high rise in teenage suicide rate, BetterHelp.com.
Yeah, you're feeling like lonely and depressed, BetterHelp. Unsure about all the changes in the world, BetterHelp.
And these types of promotions will help teachers and schools raise funds for whatever it is they need. They want to cancel the music program, not today. Amazon Music. You say that 3 times.
Well, they already got those. Those like cookie, like those fundraisers to raise money for the school.
Oh, where they would go to your class and like sell brownies and shit.
No, not brownies, but they'd give you that magazine to take home to your mom and her friends, and
Don't go door to door, but you need to go door to door.
But it was just for like if you had a middle class mom in an office, she could sell her friends like $30 12 count tins of cookies. Yeah, that shit. But what if we just take the magazine and make it like HelloFresh ads, and they can peruse through that? See, we're giving them more monetization, and then they can sign contracts for ad dollars.
Yeah, yes, almost like in the vein of back in the day when we used to work at McDonald's, how we would give out those coupon books. like so
And
much
then maybe one of the kids who wins a spelling bee can get a Caleb Williams style NIL, like some sort of like middle school NIL deal to like promote Wendy's, and he can be the commercials, and it can be like the local Wendy's ad.
But the high school he goes to has to give him a percentage of all the sales they get from their athletes.
Yeah, just put capitalism in the school.
It'll teach the kids about the economy. It'll teach them about business models.
Yeah, teach them wherever you go. It's all about the money you make. Who cares? Like, who needs pesky things like quality and like actual passion when you can just sign a deal with fucking Zinn or Copenhagen?
You get your dad those discounts before he starts beating you.
Yeah. Anything else you got to share with us
about those ad reads? I mean,
it's a good idea.
In theory, it works. We just got to find the right school. We got to find the right companies that are willing to help pay it forward to the education of today's youth. And outside of that, I mean, shit. I mean, if these kids aren't learning anyways, put some money into the school, and then they can always use the money that they earn from school and go to a trade school and actually learn how to do a real fucking job, and not go to some liberal arts fucking school and learn how to be a mime or some shit.
That's beautiful. But anyway, you've noticed it. We've been on Tony Khan watch for AEW.
Yes.
We've had, what are we on, day 3?
Day 3 or 4.
Yeah. I haven't watched the shows. I just find it's just been entirely more interesting to see him have a meltdown on Twitter.
The only thing interesting about him isn't his wrestling company, isn't the fact that his dad owns the Jaguars, it's the fact that he's losing his goddamn
Then he
mind
called like
on Twitter.
Triple H and Shawn Michaels bald assholes.
I thought they called him a bald.
No, he's not bald though. That would be kind of weird. He quote tweeted something about them being bald assholes.
Yeah, something like that.
And then he started delving into loser talk because he lost a ratings war.
Yeah.
What was it, like on Monday or Tuesday? Whatever show beat his show, and he didn't like it, so he delved into loser talk and talked about, oh well, I actually liked it because it was almost like me spin zoning a Packers loss.
Yeah.
So I like that a billionaire hedge fund baby is just as vulnerable as me. The way he viewed that is the way I view as I spin so many sports teams. It's like, yeah, that team won, but they suck. Which is pretty much his tweet, right?
Yeah. Basically, we lost, but you know what? We'll be better.
We lost. It wasn't like we lost, but The Undertaker and John Cena hadn't never been on things that low before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loser talk.
We're really digging deep to find
That's
ways
like
to salvage
that's like losing.
So.
That's like your team losing to a rival in a football game. You score 17, you score 10 and they score 60. He's like, you know what? They've never scored that few points.
They've never given up that many points this
It was
season.
like some moral victory, even though you played like dog water. They just played less like dog. You played more worse than they did, but somehow you're trying to rationalize it's better. It's just entirely funny to see him have a meltdown. And then he's retweeting. The best part is when people angrily, not like jokingly retweet randos with like 2 followers. Unlike me, I have 220. But the ones with like the names and avatar, it's like numbers, and you're retweeting an obvious troll, and it's like it's like a no-win situation. It's not a zero-sum game where like both of you lose. The only way you win is if you don't respond to him.
Yeah.
If you respond to the troll, he's not looking to lose. He's not looking to debate you.
He's just looking to make you look stupid.
No, it's just if you quote tweet him and get angry about it, he won.
He wins when you respond.
He wanted his dick is sitting in a basement getting hard. The second he sees Tony Khan retweeted me, he just fucking comes.
His mom's yelling down to him.
It does
what
not
fucking
matter
pizza
if
roll
he has a
wants.
million incels backing him up. You retweeted him. He has 1 follower, and he's like the only girl in the world at that point.
Want you to make me feel like
It's literally like people who enjoy watching the world burn. It's like, yes, I know I'm gonna get shit by your little incel fans, but that is what I want. I want to see them mad.
These people are gonna get mad, and they'll just scroll through my whole page and start commenting on all my shit, and now I'm gonna get big because your fans that don't get pussy
Yeah.
are just here to be mad at me.
They're just trying to metaphorically fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the best type, is if you metaphorically fuck somebody.
He's sitting down in his basement looking like Randy from South Park. It's ectoplasm.
The
spooky ghost.
The spooky ghost. There's another clip for us. But yeah, Tony Khan.
America's sweetheart.
We will keep a weekly update on this.
We need Tony Khan to date Taylor Swift.
True. Why doesn't he talk shit about like this for the Jaguars for football and just have meltdowns for them?
Because he's just associated with the Jaguars by name.
I get it's the NFL, but I mean he could still do it.
It would be so much sweeter for him to do it.
If he had that same reaction as, like I said, that his team lost, but like, well, the fucking Niners had never scored this low since last week.
Yeah.
I'm a loser.
We may have lost our starting quarterback, but you know what? At least our starting quarterback isn't a rapist. The Browns lost their rapist quarterback, and they still won a game. Imagine what we could do.
It's insane. Have I gone into my quarterback name theory?
I don't know if you have.
Not on the pod, but let's go into it. Where I've determined that if you're a starting quarterback by your name, where if it's the Bruce Lee logic, simplicity is the key to the brilliance, where the name flows, but it's nothing like, it just sounds good, but it's not like convoluted, like Aaron Rodgers, Kurt Warner, Troy Aikman. It's like they're not eccentric. If they're really eccentric names, like what's the Dodgers?
Clayton Kershaw. He's a pitcher.
Yeah, that sounds like your mom puts raisins in the chili.
Your mom puts raisins.
Madison Bumgarner, you're starting pitcher.
That sounds like a gay porn name.
Tim Lincecum, you're starting pitcher. Strasburg. Pretty much anything European that goes too long. My only caveat is any Spanish name. This is a Venn diagram, so in the middle, there's starting quarterback, starting pitcher names, but there's names that cross in the middle that could be both. Like
Kirk Cousins could be a pitcher or a
Kirk Cousins is a quarterback. Not a great quarterback either. The names in the middle are like him plus. The outside is him, but the names in the middle is like him plus, where you would pay $10.99 a month for it. Like Patrick Mahomes, Deion Sanders go in the middle. And because Deion was a two-sport athlete. And Patrick Mahomes' daddy played baseball.
Yeah, his dad played for...
Yeah, like Brett Favre.
The Mets.
Just it's very simplistic names, but it like... And Tom Brady.
I'm trying to think of like a way to debate that, because like... That also goes with like your two first name theory.
Yeah, but Brady is from...
No, but I'm not saying Brady per se, but like you say that like if a quarterback's name is essentially two first names,
you avoid it.
They're mid.
They're not mid. They'll break your heart.
Okay.
They'll get you to the promised land, but then you'll get killed when you get there.
I say because like Justin Herbert.
It's like escaping prison, but then you get shot like you get to Mexico and you think you're gonna live, but you've only been out for 3 months and the FBI kills you.
You get killed by the fucking narcos out there instead of by the American
Brady,
government.
I've discussed this. I've looked into it. It's an Irish last name, ergo the Brady bunch. It's from like Bardock or whatever I looked up, but it's a last fucking name.
Okay, I wasn't saying anything about Brady.
Like Brady Quinn was a case of a guy with two last names.
Yeah. Because what is it? Like I said, Justin Herbert.
Quinn Ewers. Quinn's the last name.
Yeah, and
I trust. And Ewers he's kind of on the fringe of almost too eclectic.
Too eccentric.
What are some more baseball last names? It's mostly white last names. Because any Spanish last name is him. Angel Hernandez. He's a show-stopping umpire.
He stopped something.
Julio Hernandez. Mariano Rivera. Nomar Garcia Parra. Even though it's long.
Was Garcia Parra in Spanish? I thought he was Italian.
It's Italian and Spanish is almost the same language. Close enough.
Nomar.
Who
was it? David Ortiz.
Name name's like Chuck Knobloch. That's a baseball guy's name, even though he's not a pitcher. Pedro
Harmon Killebrew.
Exactly. Like McCorkle Jones, Mac Jones, his full middle name.
He's what, Michael McCorkle Jones?
If he's on the Red Sox, he's slinging fucking heat in October. He's on the Patriots, he's fucking getting his shit pushed in October. Bailey Zappi,
Eccentric.
pitcher. There's only a few names that like I'll let cross into the middle. Mahomes and Sanders so far. And Bo Jackson. That's a sweet name.
Yeah, that is a pretty sweet name.
What was it like? There's this one guy who made this article. His name was Jack Hammer, but that wasn't his real name. It was like, I forgot what he did, but he made an article, but then he got caught because he was a pedophile like 20 years ago.
It sounds like a porn name.
Yeah, Jack Hammer. Yeah, it's like almost a porn name thing. You want the porn name to be like a Bella Danger. You can apply this to common name. Your name, Justin Tapp.
That doesn't sound like a porn name.
Yeah, I'm saying it's simplistic. I would put it in the starting QB spot. Hey.
Team out on 5'7" and 210.
Yeah. Like my original name, I'm not supposed to be born. I was supposed to be Theodore Robert, Teddy Bobby, if you will.
A real Southern gentleman, Teddy Bobby.
Yeah, but no quarterback with 2 first names has ever won a Super Bowl. Jim Kelly lost 4. Matt Ryan choked the worst one of all time. Josh Allen left too much time on the table for Mahomes. Jameis Winston, 30 for
Well, do you think you can
30.
argue that Ryan is just a last name and not a first name?
Ryan's a first name.
I know, but could you make the argument that it's split 50-50?
It's more of a first name.
Yes.
Maybe if it was like Ryan, but Ryan, just like that's a first name. You see more times like Ryan something than Ryan's more of a case of having a first name as a last name. Ergo, never trust a man with 2 first names. Craig Morton lost the Cowboys' first Super Bowl, and then they won the next Super Bowl by beating Craig Morton after he switched teams.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that's hard to beat that logic right there with that.
Yeah.
One.
See,
'Cause I'm trying to think of like
Chris Chandler lost to John Elway.
Who was it? Roger Staubach. That's almost eccentric, but like he created the Hail Mary, so.
But then he got nicknamed Captain America.
Yeah, because he was captain of America's team.
Terry Bradshaw. It's a classic, simple name. Bart Starr. It's simple, but it like...
It's fringe eccentric because it's Star with 2 R's.
Yeah, but it's simple, but it flows.
Yeah. Is what Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers is the last name.
Grandfather to Rachel Starr. Don't fact check that.
What Star? Rachel Star?
What was the Chiefs QB's name when they won it? The motherfucker that smoked cigarettes at halftime.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his fucking name.
But no quarterback with 2 first names has ever won a Super Bowl. Brady does that kind of.
Bob Greasy won with the undefeated Dolphins.
I've actually looked at all the lists, and every time they've gotten to it, they'll get you to it, but they will not win you it. Jim Kelly's the poster boy for that. He lost 4 in a row. All time shit vibe. Josh Allen left way too much time on the clock. And if you got 2 guys with names that are him, it's a him off. That's just let the best man win. Like John Elway versus Brett Favre, him off. Drew Bledsoe versus Brett Favre, him off. Tom Brady versus Eli Manning, him off. Donovan McNabb versus
Nick
Tom
Foles,
Brady, him off. Matt Ryan versus Tom Brady, something heartbreaking will happen. And you'll be taking an even bigger dip of skull and taking a sip of that Miller Lite and wiping tears from your eyes with the Columbia shirt you're wearing while carrying your little Dirty Bird flag.
Edelman didn't catch it.
Yeah. But yes, it's undefeated logic.
Until one of these days, Trevor Lawrence winds up winning the Super Bowl.
Lawrence, is that more of a first or a last name?
I guess since it's, I don't know, because Lawrence Fishburne, Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, I'll say it's okay. Trevor Lawrence with the hair, because he looks like a Game of Thrones character, might be the prince that was promised. He might be the prince that was promised that can break this curse. But until then, it's an all-time bad vibe. Trevor Lawrence truly could be the devil incarnate if he breaks this.
Marcus Russell didn't even last a season. 2 first names.
True. Yes, another classic example. The one chick from Call Her Daddy, Sophia Franklin, all-time bag fumbler.
2 first names.
It does not matter.
I'm trying to think like. Well, I guess that only applies to baseball.
It's a football. It's a football metric.
I was say because Aaron Gordon just won
This
the
isn't
championship with the Nuggets.
This isn't like something I did because of vibes. Just I actually looked at it for some reason, and I've just found it's undefeated logic. You can't argue. You can argue it all you want, but until Trevor Lawrence, the prince that was promised,
Or Justin Herbert.
golden. Well, he's got blonde, so he actually is the Targaryen that Jon Snow is. We don't know if he's done like with fucking his aunt and then killing her, but parody law.
We'll find out. I'm trying to think though. Like I'm trying to find a flaw in your logic.
There is no flaw there. I've looked at every single quarterback, every Super Bowl. There has never been a case of where it happened. It's not like I just thought of it. I looked at every Super Bowl. I was like, you know what? It's there.
Yeah, Brad Johnson, Rich Gannon, Kurt Warner won a lot of it.
The closest it got.
I think Kurt Warner is like the closest name there is to 2 first names to winning a Super Bowl.
No, the closest was Jim Kelly in that kick that missed.
Oh yeah, Scott Norwood.
And Matt Ryan with the 28-3 lead.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who did I just say? Kurt Warner. Like, is
That's
Warner? Did
no.
you say Warner?
Warner's the last name, like Warner
Yeah.
Brothers.
I was just thinking. I was trying to think if there's any like dude named Warner. And
No.
if so, he's like a 90-year-old dude.
Yeah, it's like a 90-year-old. Yeah, it's like a 90-year-old oil baron. Warner
Warner.
Christoph or Warner Kaiser. Something like European.
Or like with a Von in there.
Yeah, Lorner von Kaiser.
There you go, Warner von Kaiser.
Yeah, not him. Actually,
That is a pretty good
he's
name.
him in German. I would say German names are kind of awesome.
Really?
Kaiser, because European names like English names can tend to get way too fucking eccentric. They're way too big for their britches for people who lost to a bunch of fucking poor colonists.
What would they say?
That may or may not have been funded by the French. We can't prove that anymore.
The French can't win their own battles, but they can fund victories for others.
Yeah, they're a great like second receiver.
Yeah.
They can't be the top. They can't be the top dog.
They're like, who was it? Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison.
No, they got to a Super Bowl.
I mean,
Maybe more basketball analogies. They're like Chris Middleton.
yeah.
They're perfectly fine if Giannis is with them. If you try to win with just Chris, it's gonna be a problem. He'll have a lot of heart, but he can't overcome genetics. When Chris ain't French, but the French are French.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton can't overcome being Chris Middleton without someone. The French can't win without America. It's the common denominator, but there's no fault in my logic.
I'm trying to think of all the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
I've looked at all of these combinations. It's not happening. They've gotten to the Super Bowl. They've never won it. The first time it was Craig Morton. He lost the Super Bowl, and then the Super Bowl stallback one was to Craig Morton.
Who was the kid on the Raiders?
Stabler?
Yeah,
Ken Stabler's not a first name.
I was just trying to remember his name.
Yeah. See, we're knowledgeable. We know ball too.
Yeah.
This is also just that game of now naming old.
Because he was like a left-handed.
You know what we're doing? Yeah, I believe so. You know, this is just now.
Or was that Tarkenton?
Targeted, might have been Targeted. You know, this is just now becoming also the game of just starting to name old players.
Michael Vick never got to a Super Bowl, did he?
No.
He lost in that NFC title game.
You're trying to think Vic of a last name as a first name?
Yeah, like Vic, short for Victor.
Yeah, but Mike Vick, what did he do? He beat dogs. The logic keeps flowing. Like all you did with that name was just prove the logic.
I know.
It's just an all-time bad vibe. It's like it will break your heart.
Was it Trevor Lawrence blew the lead in the AFC title game against the Chiefs last year?
True. I mean, the Chargers blew the lead, but that doesn't count to the Chargers.
Oh, that was Herbert to Lawrence.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That was just a. That was just a.
That was a him off.
That wasn't even a medal. That was suspect against Herbert because he plays for the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Chargers are like if a team was a guy with two first names.
They're a poverty franchise that